at JAX. Here's a little well-known secret. Sure as there's the sky above.
Nothing could be any sweeter
Than dancing with the one you love. When life is like a sour note, here's a happy antidote. Come to where the party never ends, 'cause everybody's jumping at JAX.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Campus JAX. So glad you're here tonight for another Thursday night Steamers Jazz at JAX, as we like to call it. The music is so important to us here, and there's only one thing that is equally as important. That is you being here with us. One of my favorite, tonight's show is a favorite here at Campus JAX, and it's because, every single musician on this stage and the singer yet to come, I would call them not just part of the JAX family, because they really are for years now, but I would call them resident artists here, because you can't have enough of those people. So, how many of you are here to see Jet Set for the very first time? Oh, you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. And how many are here at Campus JAX for the first time? Anybody? Welcome to our living room. You are now part of the family, too. And so next week, some great things going on. We got some great jazz next week. Next Tuesday, a special event. Tamir Hendelman, who's, as you know, is one of the best pianists, jazz pianists in the world. He's bringing in a favorite artist of his, who's Roberta Gambarini, who is an Italian singer, Grammy nominated twice, one of the best female vocalists in the world. And we're going to have her right here from Italy. So it's Tuesday. If you don't have tickets for that show yet, I highly recommend it. It's going to be, this is a stage for exceptional artists like tonight, and Tamir and Roberta are just right, way up there. So come and join us on a Tuesday. It's a little different night, but join us then. And then on Thursday, in from New York, we have April Varner and her quartet will be here. And if you know April, she was the recipient of the Ella Fitzgerald Award last year. Great, I think 23 years old and just so good. So I invite you to come back next Thursday night for that show. And then a week after that, on the 30th, we've got the Bill Conliffe, Mina Choi Big Band. I mean, it's a real big band. It's like 19 pieces up here of some of the best musicians in L.A. So come back for that show, which is 2 weeks from tonight. Great show. And if you know Bill Conliffe, amazing. And Mina Choi as well. So anyway, we're just glad you're here. We're going to get this thing going. Are we ready here, Jet Set fellas? Matt Johnson on drums. Miles Jensen on guitar. David Miller on bass. Christoph Barron on the keys. Welcome to Jet Set.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Welcome to JAX. My name is Matt Johnson. We are the new Jet Set, and as advertised, we're going to swing our way through the Disney Songbook. Why? Because we like you. That's exactly right. And we began our performance this evening with a mashup of When You Wish Upon a Star, which was the song that brought Walt Disney his very first Academy Award in the Best Song in a Motion Picture category. And we coupled it with a brisk Be Our Guest, which felt so terribly appropriate for this cabaret setting. And of course, Be Our Guest is from Beauty and the Beast, the very first animated feature in history to be nominated for Academy Award in the Best Picture category. And 3 short years later, it was the first Disney animated feature to be adapted into a Broadway play. So I know Tim just asked you, but by your kind applause, how many are seeing this show for the very first time tonight? Okay, all right. Welcome, welcome. For those returning friends, as always, we've got a few surprises built into the show for you. But before we go any further, I am obligated to inform you that tonight's performance is not authorized, affiliated with, or otherwise associated with the Walt Disney Company yet. And we have programmed a magical evening of music nevertheless. So let's continue with a song that is another groundbreaking movie of firsts. It was the very first Pixar and Disney collaboration. It was also the very first full-length animated feature to be 100% computer-generated from 1995's Toy Story. This is Randy Newman's You Got a Friend in Me. Thank you very much. For those of you who are curious, the gentleman who is responsible for all the original arrangements you're going to be hearing tonight is at the piano. That's Chris Barron. Say hello to Chris. And on guitar is the always swinging Miles Jensen. Yeah, he is. And on the bass, my brother in swing. He's the lowest. That's David Miller. The next two songs come from a movie that was hastily produced to recoup financial losses from Pinocchio and Fantasia. And in order to do so, the several cost-cutting measures were put to work, including for the very first time since Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the artists used watercolor backgrounds, which ironically gave this Disney animated feature its storybook charm. It's 64 minutes. It's the shortest of all full-length features, and yet it won the Best Original Soundtrack in a movie for 1941. First up from Dumbo, this is Casey Jr. In one of Dumbo's most tender scenes, Mr. Stork, voiced by Sterling Holloway, delivers a precious package to Mrs. Jumbo. Shortly thereafter, she finds herself in chains, having acted out against her trainers. But when reunited with Dumbo, we hear actress Betty Noyes sing a lullaby that speaks to the universal love between a mother and child. This was nominated for Best Song in a Motion Picture for 1941. This is Baby Mine. That beautiful song. Chris Barron again on the piano, Miles Jensen on guitar. This is one of our favorite arrangements, but sadly in 1965, this would be the final animated film approved by Walt Disney himself. It wasn't released until 1970. Ava Gabor, Phil Harris, and Scatman Crothers led a cast of over 50 voice actors to bring this menagerie to life. It's wildly colorful animation. Just screamed the 1960s. And there's a couple of things I want to point out. If you're familiar with the movie The Aristocats, you'll know that there is some delicate feline dancing in one of the scenes. And Chris so creatively crowbarred a little soft shoe break into the end of the arrangement. So take a listen to that. And then my favorite part of the song is it concludes with a very mysterious spy chord. So keep an ear out for that. Ladies and gentlemen, the big hit from 1961's Aristocats. This is Everybody Wants to Be a Cat. Spy chord. Yeah. Awesome. Well, from cats to a movie about a whole bunch of dogs. That's exactly where we're headed, folks. Those of you who are familiar with the new Jet and this presentation, you'll know that the divine Adrienne De Leon is our regular vocalist. And this week, she had a wonderful opportunity to head out on the road and promote a new album with the band Polyrhythmics. And we hope she's having a ball out there, which gave us an equally wonderful opportunity to present this next vocalist who's going to sing about a Disney villainess who was so cruel and so evil that her name was a mashup of those two words. So please help me welcome to the stage. She's a 3-time Grammy-nominated vocalist and a 4-time Gospel Music Association Dove Award recipient. Please welcome Ms. Crystal Lewis.
Doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. To see her is to take a sudden chill. Down for Cruella de Vil. The curl of her lip, the ice in her stare. All innocent children had better beware. Her name is Cruella de Vil. Now, first you think Cruella is the devil. After time has won away the shock, you've come to realize you've seen those kind of eyes watching you from underneath the rock. That vampire bad, inhuman beast, she ought to be locked up and never released. The world was such a wholesome place until Cruella de Vil. Yeah. Well, from one film about dogs to another film about dogs. This next song is from the 1955 film. Was that right? Yeah, it is. It is. FYI, it is correct. 1955 film, Lady and the Tramp. And this song that we're going to do was actually written by Norma Dolores Eggstrom, a.k.a. Peggy Lee. Did you know that? That was her name. Peggy Lee wrote this next song. She was, of course, a popular American jazz vocalist, but she was also, obviously, a songwriter and a voiceover artist, and she voiced the character of Peg, who sang this song in the film. But she was also the voice of Darling, Lady's Owner, and the Siamese Cats. So an actress and an Academy Award nomination and a Primetime Emmy Award to boot. And she really was one of the pioneers of her time as a woman in the entertainment industry, proving you don't have to do just one thing. I continue to be inspired by her. This is He's a Tramp from Lady and the Tramp. He's a tramp, they love him, breaks a new heart every day. He's a tramp, they adore him, and I hope he'll stay that way. Yeah, he's a tramp, he's a scoundrel, he's a rounder, he's a cad. Oh, he's a tramp, but I love him. Yeah, even I have got it pretty bad. You'll never tell when he'll show up. He gives you plenty of trouble. I guess he's just a no-count pup. But I wish that he were double. He's a tramp, he's a rover. There's nothing more to say. Oh, he's a tramp, oh, I love him. I wish I could travel his way. Oh, he's a tramp, they adore him. Yes, I only hope he'll stay that way. I wish that I could travel this way. Oh, you'll never know when he'll show up, and he gives you plenty of trouble. I guess he's just a no-count pup, but I wish that he were double. He's a tramp, he's a rover. There's nothing left to say. He's a tramp, I love him. I wish that I could travel his way. I wish that I could travel his way. I wish that I could travel his way. I used to have hair like Peg, if you can imagine. Anyways, this next song is from. Now, I'm going to remove my hat. I would like for you to take me seriously. Oh, the back has my name. Yeah, she's an oldie, like me. There you go. 1998, Disney came out with a wonderful film called Mulan. And my daughter was 2 at the time. It became such a family favorite for us. And I personally loved having this film for my kid to watch, and young girls everywhere, to have this incredible role model of this girl, Mulan, who stood up to the powers that be in the face of danger. And she was such a warrior, but she also stood up to other people's expectations of who they thought she should be. And it was a very beautiful and empowering story. This is Reflection from Mulan. Look at me. I may never pass for a perfect bride or a perfect daughter. Can it be? I'm not meant to play this part. Now I see that if I were truly to be myself, I would break my family's heart. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? When will my reflection show who I am inside? I am now in a world where I will not hide my heart or what I believe in. Can it be? There's a world where I'm free to fly, free to soar and just be me. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? Why is my reflection someone I don't know? Somehow I cannot hide who I am, though I've tried. When will my reflection show who I am Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? Why is my reflection someone I don't know? Somehow I cannot hide who I am, though I've tried. And will my reflection show who I am inside? When will my reflection show who I am inside?
Crystal Lewis. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. When asked the address to his home, Peter Pan looked to the nighttime sky and said, "Second star to the right and straight on till morning." Those, of course, were the directions to the magical land where kids never grow up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chris Barron on Never Never Land. Chris Barron. Chris Barron. I never thought you'd get there, but yeah. Chris's mom's over there. Say hi to Gigi. That's why he played so wonderfully there. Mom's in the house. Brought his mom so he could have some help loading his gear out after the gig. Smart thinking, buddy. Shot entirely at the Walt Disney Studios by using full-size painted backdrops of London street scenes. Mary Poppins is another Disney film of firsts. It was released in the summer of 1964, immediately became the highest grossing movie of the year, but also simultaneously Disney's highest grossing film ever up until that point. It was also the feature film debut of a 27-year-old Julie Andrews. Sadly, it was the only Disney movie that garnered a Best Film nomination during Walt Disney's lifetime, which is probably why he called this his crowning achievement. In total, it received 13 Academy Award nominations, which, by the way, is a record that still stands today for any movie released by the Walt Disney Studio. Of the 13, it won 5, including Best Actress for Andrews and Best Song. Now, when Chris and I first started talking about doing something from Mary Poppins, my mind immediately went to the song Jolly Holiday. That's the scene where Dick Van Dyke dances with the animated penguins. A spectacular showcase of Disney's live action and animation visual effects, which were also recognized by the Academy. But Chris had a completely different idea. His brain went to the, well, maybe you've picked up on this. Chris likes taking Disney classics and just switching up the groove a little bit. I mean, at the end of the day, we're a jazz band, but we really enjoy playing this material. And Chris really thought he could sink his teeth into this one. But then when we played it next to the video of Jolly Holiday, it kind of worked. Let's see how close it comes tonight. This is, the visual you will see is Dick Van Dyke, athletic and comedic dancing, while we play our reimagined rendition of the winner for Best Song in a Motion Picture from 1965. Anybody know? Chim Chim Cheree. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, speaking of taking tunes and kind of making them our own, we're going to take you way back to the very first Disney featured, Disney full-length feature. This is Matt, take two. Well, speaking of taking tunes and making them our own, we're going to take you way back to the original full-length animated Disney film. Who remembers? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, that's exactly right. And we're going to play the song Hi Ho, but we're going to couple it with this iconic bass line and song form, actually, of Benny Golson and what's the other guy's name? Quincy Jones. This song is called Killer Joe. So Killer Joe, Hi Ho, we like to call it Killer Ho. And it's a sing-along, so pay attention. This is your part. It goes like this. Hi ho. Your turn. Everybody sing. Hi ho. Nice. Got to hold it all the way out. One more time. Look out. Here comes Miles. Sing it, everybody. Hi ho. Oh yeah, you guys. Yeah, one more time. Now I know what you're thinking. What the song needs is a bitchin' drum solo. And you know what they say? Once you heard one of my solos, you heard them both. Check this out. Last time, make it good. Hi-ho. We're out. All right. All right. Excellent singing, everybody. You know, when I think of sing-alongs, I think of Christmas carols. And when I think of Christmas carols, I think of our brand new show, A Jet Set Christmas. What? A Jet Set Christmas. Just imagine the Nat King Cole Trio, Ella Fitzgerald, throw in Andy Williams, and Doris Day, just for good measure. They all get snowed in a swinging 60s ski lodge, and they put on a show. That's the new Jet Sets, A Jet Set Christmas. And it just so happens we're going to be back here on Wednesday, December 9th. Now, I have it on good authority. The tickets are already on sale, so you could conceivably just open up your smart devices and order tickets. I'll wait. You can come see us in our AI-generated holiday togs. That's A Jet Set Christmas here, Wednesday night, December 9th. Thank you, Campus JAX. And now, back to our regularly scheduled program. You know, speaking of holidays, down there at Disneyland, they take their Halloween time pretty seriously. I know you know. And a few years ago, this ensemble was invited to put together a special program of Halloween time music up at the storied Club 33. You know, like you do. And in putting our program together, we discovered one of Disney's originally spooky tunes. Not from a movie, no, from the Haunted Mansion attraction. It's the song that runs from beginning to end, and if you listen carefully, it has a melody that is a bass lead vocal. And that individual's name, my favorite Disney personality of all time, Thurl Ravenscroft. Some of you are familiar with Thurl Ravenscroft work. If you're not familiar, those of us of a certain age would remember him as the voice of Tony the Tiger, who famously said what? That's right, and if you knew the answer to that question, you're old. But for everybody else who didn't get that joke, he was also the voice actor who sang "You're a Mean One," Mr. Grinch, right? And of course, as a founding member of the Mellow Men, that's Thurl on the right there, the tall, geeky guy, they contributed so many different Disney projects, including Alice in Wonderland, Dumbo, Peter Pan, Ladies and Tramp, The Jungle Book. It was the Mellow Men who sang yo ho, a pirate's life for me, with Thurl singing lead bass on that as well. Take a listen next time you go through there. And of course, they immortalized the Mellow Men as the famous singing busts in Disneyland. Next time you travel through in your doom buggy, that's Thurl. He's the busted one laying on the ground. Now, we're going to play this tune right now, but we don't have a bass singer. But as it turns out, we got a pretty scary bass player. His name is David Miller, and we're going to feature him right now. Hold for applause. We're going to feature him on this song. By the way, the title of this song comes from a poem by William Shakespeare entitled Venus and Adonis. And the line from that this title was taken from by Disney legend Exitenzio is "When grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize." Here comes David Miller. 2. You good? 2, 3. David Miller. He's the lowest. He plays both basses, the upright and the downright. That's right. David Miller. This next song comes from a movie that was inspired by two books. A lot of Disney movies originate as books. This is actually two books by Lewis Carroll, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and its sequel, Through the Looking Glass. Now, over the years, lots of our Disney friends have come to see this show here, and I rarely recognize them because, frankly, they're so talented and they'd all insist on coming up and doing 5 minutes each, and we just don't have time. We don't have time for that. But we do, and tonight is no different. There's many very talented Disney, I was going to say celebrities. There's celebrities in my world, people that I admire very much. And but there's one here that I am going to call out because he just recently retired after bringing the magic for 55 years to Main Street in Fantasyland. His name's Jim Vash, and he's sitting right down here. You can say hi to Jimmy. Now, there are some cast members we don't talk about their roles because it kind of destroys the magic. But let's just say Jim is a fan of the movie Alice in Wonderland, and he would not shut up. He was like, play something from Alice in Wonderland. So I always think of you, Jimmy, when we play this very challenging arrangement by Guess Who couldn't just play the happy Disney song. Nope. He had to do this. So he put a lot of imagery into this arrangement, so I want to share it with you, lest it just wash over you. In order to convey the unsettling sensation of tumbling down a rabbit hole, Chris utilized a device called metric modulation. And you musicians in the room know that metric modulation gives the illusion of multiple meters within a single time signature, in this case 3/4. Stick with me. At the end of this piece, after a very friendly yet competitive improvisational back and forth between Miles on the guitar and Chris on the piano, Chris went on to let me know that we then, as a group, metaphorically climb back out of the rabbit hole through a sequence of rising minor thirds. Did I get that right? He says he doesn't know, but that's what we're going to do. All right, so this is kind of challenging. I'm even going to clue you into the quarter notes so you can see where this happens and when it doesn't, or which may not be the right place at all. Okay, deep breath. From the movie of the same name released in 1951, this is Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland. That's for you, Jimmy. That's for you, Jimmy. This next song is also from a book written in 1894. It's not from a book, it's from a movie that Rudyard Kipling. Look who's back. I was with her in Kansas City, Missouri, when she found that Jungle Book lunchbox, and she thought it was so special. She said, when I come up on stage for this song, I'm going to bring my Jungle Book lunchbox. And I thought, how would anyone know? I mean, they can't tell from this. But listen, this song was inspired by a book by Rudyard Kipling in 1894. Phil Harris voiced the lovable Baloo. Louis Prima appeared as old King Louis, who's search of man's red fire. Welcome back, a woman who knows how to bring the fire. Crystal Lewis.
King of the swingers, jungle VIP. I've reached the top, had to stop. That's what's bothering me. See, I wanna be a man cub, stroll right into town and be just like those other men. Yeah, I'm tired of monkeying around. Hey, shooby-doo, I wanna be like you, do. I wanna walk like you, talk like you do. You see, it's true, do, and ape like me. I can learn to be human too. Nah, don't try to kid me, man cub. I made a deal with you. What I desire is man's red fire to make my dreams come true. Give me the secret, man cub. Show me what to do. Give me the power, man's red flower. I will be like you. Hey, shooby-doo. I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. Hey, it's true. An ape like me can learn to be human too. Oh, yeah.
Crystal Lewis.
I'm just gonna set my lunchbox back down right here by this empty tip jar. It's right here. Oh, thank you. But if you want to see that, it's right there, next to the tip jar. So in 1854, Henry David Thoreau released his book Walden, and with it, in my humble opinion, one of the most inspirational quotes ever. It said, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you imagined." Now, this is my own personal take on this, okay? But I hear this same sentiment in this next song that we're gonna do, which came out in 1950, nearly 100 years later after Thoreau's book. Here is our version of "A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes" from Disney's Cinderella. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you can lose your heartache. Whatever you wish for, you can. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come shining through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. Dream is the wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you can lose your heartache. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come shining through. No matter how your heart is keep on believing, a dream that you will come true.
Crystal Lewis.
Yay! In 2017, Disney and Pixar released a movie called Coco. And have you seen Coco? It's so beautiful. It's a movie about family and music and love and loss and remembering. And I know we're a few months away from Dia de los Muertos, but tonight, because the movie kind of centers on that holiday, if you will, I invite you, as I sing this, to remember those who you have loved, and I don't even want to say lost, because I don't really love that word. I don't think they're lost. I think they're right here, settled in our hearts. So let's remember those who have gone before us, who have paved the way, those who we have loved, and those who we remember tonight. This is Remember from Coco. Remember me, though I have to say goodbye. Remember me, don't let it make you cry. For even when I'm far away, I hold you in my heart and sing a secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me, though I have to travel far. Remember me, each time you hear a sad guitar. And know that I am with you the only way that I can be, until you're in my arms again. Remember me. Remember me, though I have to travel far. Remember me, each time you hear a sad guitar. And know that I am with you the only way that I can be, until you're in my arms again. Remember me. Thank you.
Crystal Lewis. Crystal Lewis. Princess Crystal Lewis. Thank you, Crystal. Isn't she fabulous? You know, Crystal's been a fan, and I hope that you will not only stay in touch with Campus JAX, but also with Crystal. In fact, she appears here with many groups, her own group, and she collaborates with a couple of other groups, including a trio of female vocalists, including the New Jetset's own Adrienne De Leon, singing songs, popular girl band songs, and the name of their show is called Lady Parts. And that is worth checking out. So music here 6 nights a week. Jazz is, for the most part, on Thursdays and Sundays. The web address is Campus JAX. That's campusjax.com. And, of course, we'll be back in December. I'm putting the PSA in now because I can see by the digital clock in the ceiling that our time together is winding down. And I haven't checked in with you all night long. You guys been enjoying yourselves? Good, good, good. Like I said before, we're developing this show with the hopes of doing bigger and better things, but being here at JAX is as groovy as any place we've ever performed, and we appreciate your kind support here. Our penultimate song for the evening is not an original Disney song, and yet it does represent one of Disney's newest villains. In fact, he may be one of the oldest villains, considering he comes from a galaxy far, far away. This was originally written for 1980s Empire Strikes Back by John Williams, and its melody, you can clap for John Williams, an American institution. And the melody of this tune remains the most reoccurring leitmotif in all of the Star Wars franchise. This is the Imperial March, also known as Darth Vader's theme. Chris Barron, Miles Jensen, David Miller. Pardon me. I'm parched. I don't normally drink on stage. Like a professional musician, I do all my drinking in the car. I hear you, Tim. Pardon me. I'm getting all choked up just thinking about my drive home. Reel it in, everybody. This is the emotional part of the show. Because unfortunately, our time together has come to an end. But we'd like to close with a song that was originally sung by Cliff Edwards, a.k.a. Ukulele Ike, and he was the original voice of Jiminy Cricket. Now, 2 years ago, I was inspired to put this project together with my friends who have done a wonderful job here tonight. Well, like I said, I was inspired to do this because of the profound impact that the Walt Disney Company has had on my life. You see, I grew up, like many of you, right up the road in the city of Orange during a period that was the most prosperous and optimistic period in our nation's history. In the 1960s, America was on the move, and we all believed that anything was possible if we worked together as Americans. And the thing that symbolized that mid-century optimism more than anything else, to me, was Disneyland, USA. Even though, you can clap for Disneyland. Even though many of its land romanticized our nation's past, as long as there was one Tomorrowland and that promise for a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, well, there was hope for the future. So it's fitting that we wrap up with this song. We actually opened our show with it. It's the song that brought Walt Disney his very first Academy Award for Best Song in a Motion Picture. It's gone on to become synonymous with the Walt Disney Company because it represents Walt's own eternal optimism for the future and his hopeful wish for all mankind. We've had a ball playing for you tonight. Miles is going to get us started on this song while we all reminisce about the earliest days at the happiest place on earth. We'll see you at Christmas, everybody. That's our show, everybody. Thanks to everybody here at JAX and the new Jet Set. Chris Barron, Miles Jensen, David Miller, Crystal Lewis, wherever you are, come up and take a bow. I'm Matt Johnson. Drive safely, everybody. We'll see you back December 9th, Wednesday, December 9th.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's just a dream away. Man has a dream.